What if the thing that feels like falling apart is actually falling open? So many women come to this place, often in midlife, often after a loss or a change or a quiet collapse of something they thought was solid. And they wonder if they're unraveling. They feel disconnected from their old life, restless, searching, unsure of who they are beneath all the roles they've played. And what nobody tells them is this: that feeling, that disorientation, that longing, that sense that nothing quite fits the way it used to, that is not a breakdown. For many women, that is the beginning of the most profound awakening of their lives. Today, we're going to talk about 7 signs that you might be in the middle of one, and what to do when each one shows up. A spiritual awakening is not a moment. It's a process, and it rarely arrives gently. But once you know what to look for, you'll recognize it. And recognition, all by itself, can be the most relieving thing in the world. Most awakenings don't arrive gently. They come through loss, through change, through the quiet unraveling of a life that no longer fits. And many women experience their most significant awakening in the second half of life, when the roles they've played begin to fall away, and they find themselves face to face with the question, who am I, really, beneath all of this? If that's where you are right now, you are exactly in the right place. So let's begin. Sign 1. You feel a deep sense of dissatisfaction with your old life. Things that used to bring you comfort, routines, relationships, achievements, have started to feel hollow. You might be doing everything right and still feel like something essential is missing. This isn't depression, though it can look similar from the outside. It's your soul signaling that you've outgrown the container you've been living in. What to do? Don't rush to feel the emptiness. Sit with it. Journal about it. Ask it what it's trying to show you. The discomfort is not the problem. It's the pointer. It's directing you somewhere important, even if you can't see where yet. Sign 2. Your relationships are changing, sometimes painfully. As you shift, some relationships will naturally begin to feel misaligned. People you've been close to for years may suddenly feel distant. Conversations that used to feel easy now feel surface level. You may find yourself craving depth in places where there is only small talk. This is one of the most painful parts of awakening and one of the least talked about. It can feel like loneliness. It can feel like loss. What to do? Release the guilt. You are not abandoning people. You are becoming more honest about who you are and what you need. The relationships meant to travel with you will find their new shape, and new connections, deeper ones, will begin to arrive. Sign 3. You're becoming acutely sensitive to energy. Crowds may feel overwhelming. Certain environments leave you drained in ways they never used to. Certain people energize you while others leave you exhausted. And you're becoming increasingly aware of the difference. You may find yourself drawn to silence, to nature, to solitude in ways that feel new and unfamiliar. What to do? Honor it. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's information. It's your nervous system becoming more attuned to what is true and what is not. Begin to design your days around what restores you. Protect your energy as the precious resource it is. Sign 4. You're asking bigger questions. Why am I here? What really matters? Is this all there is? What does it mean to truly live, not just exist? These questions can feel unsettling, even frightening, if you're not used to sitting with uncertainty. But they are not signs of a midlife crisis. They are signs of a mind and a soul that are expanding beyond the surface of things, beyond the to-do list, beyond the role, into something much more real. What to do? Follow the questions. Read widely. Sit in stillness and listen. Talk to people who aren't afraid of depth. The answers will come, not all at once, but in layers as you become ready to receive them. Sign 5. You are releasing old identities. Mother, wife, career woman, caregiver, the good one, the strong one, the one who holds it all together. The roles that have defined you for years, perhaps decades, are beginning to feel like costumes rather than skin. You may not know who you are without them, and that uncertainty can feel terrifying. But here's what I want you to hear. Underneath every role is the woman who chose to play it. She is still there. She has always been there, and she is waiting, patiently, lovingly, to be reintroduced to herself. What to do? Be curious instead of afraid. Try asking yourself, not who am I supposed to be, but who am I when no one is watching? Who am I when I'm not performing, not producing, not taking care of anyone? Start there. That woman is your compass. Sign 6. Synchronicities are increasing. You think of someone and they call. You open a book to a random page and read exactly the words you needed. An opportunity arrives at precisely the right moment, one you couldn't have planned or manufactured. These are synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that feel like more than coincidence. And during a spiritual awakening, they tend to increase. What to do? Pay attention. Start noticing and recording these moments in a journal, in your phone, wherever feels right. The more consciously you are acknowledging the synchronicity, the more present it tends to become. It is the universe communicating with you, and it's worth listening. Sign 7. You feel a longing you can't quite name. Not for a person, not for a place, not for a thing you can buy or achieve or earn, but for something deeper, a sense of home that has nothing to do with geography, a belonging that lives inside you rather than outside of you, a feeling of being fully, finally, completely yourself. This longing is not a flaw. It is not something to be medicated or managed or pushed aside. It is the most sacred thing inside you, calling you home. What to do? Follow it inward. This longing is the thread. It is leading you to the most important relationship you will ever have, the one with your own soul. Trust it. It knows the way. If you recognize yourself in any of these stages, or in all of them, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not too late, too old, or too far gone. You are waking up. And waking up, while it can feel like falling apart, is one of the most courageous, most sacred things a woman can do. It asks everything of you, and it gives you everything back. Only truer, only more real, only more yours. Be patient with yourself in this season. Be as gentle with yourself as you would be with someone you love deeply. Seek out the spaces and the voices that help you feel less alone in it. That is exactly why Quiet Roost exists, to be one of those spaces for you every single week. If this resonated with you today, I'd love to know. Leave a comment below and tell me which sign hit closest to home. Even just a number, even just one word. You might be surprised how much it helps to name it and how much your honesty might mean to another woman reading the comments who needed to know she wasn't alone. Subscribe to Quiet Roots for new meditations, affirmations, and conversations like this one every week. And if you know a woman who needs to hear this today, please share it with her. You might be exactly the person who was meant to.